हाय एवरीवन। आज है 12 तारीख जून का महीना एंड गुरुवार का दिन एक्सपायरी सेशन ऑफ निफ्टी। मार्केट इज ओपनिंग अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ फ्लैट टू गैप अप ओनली, बट जहां पर ओपनिंग दे रहा है दैट बिकम्स अ क्रूशियल एरिया बिकॉज इफ यू लुक एट द डेली टाइम फ्रेम मार्केट हैज क्लोज्ड इन अ kind of a doji candle which is showing that there is a clear fight between buyers and sellers happening over this area. No doubt it will go either way from this or this, but I'm expecting a sideways expiry today because of looking at the candle and the previous day range, which is such an insanely big range, so that market will be not able to get out of that. That is what my view looks like. And if you look at the Sensex also, particularly it has taken resistance from 82,800 just before the expiry, just before the Nifty expiry. These two indexes move similarly. So my view is something that if you look at 5 minutes time frame, buyers have been accumulated by in the first half, but they would have removed by this kind of move. Kyunki market has taken support at this point, might be they might be sitting, but if market wants, definitely sellers will be sitting in a heavy quantity here. And if there will be one green candle at the opening itself, then we can probably find these highs to be broken or market will be uh, closing in this range. So if on that view, I am planning something to do on expiry. Basically, one thing that I did today is I can't even trade today. I can trade, but that should be in option buying only. The reason because I have not pledged the fund that have been there. So clearly, I can't do option selling today, and I don't think there will be any opportunity in option buying also. So let me go to expiry trades, and I have a okay. So market is giving a red candle at the opening itself, which is saying that market is first removing the buyers over this area, which is little bit increasing right now. So let me clear this one. So if you look, VIX is increasing right now, and Bank Nifty has again shown some sort of positivity after the negative sign from taking resistance of 500 to being it confirmed as a hammer or support. Let's say I'm getting an option buying opportunity or not. And if I look at the VIX, it is clearly saying that brother, don't do option buying in this scenario. Because in that case, the stop loss will be no doubt small because of the low VIX, but also the probability of that option moving in our favor becomes very low. So let me show you the option chain. And if you look, let me make you go to the at the money, in the money, and OTM option. No doubt the prices of options are low because of because of expiry, but the possibility of them moving in my favor will be very low also. This is the call option, which is clearly falling right now. And if you think that puts are might be increasing, but that is not the case. They are also clearly falling right now. So because of the VIX, the volatility is so low that the options are not ready to move in a particular manner. One thing which looks reliable is Sensex, which has taken resistance from 80 to 800, can attract the Nifty towards the high side. But for that to happen, you need to see and wait. And what about the Bank Nifty right now? Bank Nifty has shown a good hammer over this area, so people would be definitely buying there. This premium has the opportunity to go 51 100, right? Stop loss will be very large, but it has done a spike which is very uh, rarely possible for the market to touch this high. Because everyone will be, if someone will be buying looking at the hammer, then he will be thinking of this only. That is something would be a FOMO entry here. Definitely, I will be reducing my quantities. As I told you, this high will be very unachievable in the recent scenario. So I could have the position right now. And if I want to pick, but so let's see. Let's not wait 25 150 call option with 150 quantities, and then let me last time see the option here. Look, only concerning part here becomes with the hammer only. Let me enter into this. Stop loss will be very low only, but the hammer is man is a little bit of confusing one. Okay, crazy volatility for the already 8 points of loss are running. So let me be placing that to let's just go through the AMI. First hammer वालों को तो निकाल देना मार्केट में. I could go with another few quantities here, but let me pretty much. So as per the buying price, if I am placing the stop loss also, the probability of that getting hit is very, very, very low. Uh, which I think will be, I'll be placing it to 10 points. If I may look at the put option also, right, there is a kind of bullishness shown over this put option, which will, I think, I could have entered with a higher quantity, which is 300 right now. 53.77 is what the average looks like. Clear cut market has removed the initial option buyers who might have bought looking at the hammer. But problem because here is if market again try to remove them, I will be getting into a lot of trouble. If I look at the spot right now, spot is giving a little bit of retracement. Because of the low wicks, the retracement will, I think most probably what I could do here is because it doesn't look that much promising, I could probably think of exiting those also. So can I place that to somewhere close to 73 or something? Let's see. Or I can what do is I can reduce some quantity. Let me be exiting it quickly at 73. Let me do it to 74. Let's see what I can get. So let me change this to 84 because it looks good here. But 84 is very far away. So sellers will not exit at the first initial candle itself. If those option sellers of 150, let me modify this to what I can get here is so if I look at these two things, definitely it's looking a pretty bearish, pretty bullish right now as per the Nifty and Sensex. And it spot looking bullish is something good, but against that, you getting target is very, I think. So let me, what I can do is 150 quantities. Let me trail, or let me just quickly book and go. And because it will gonna do some, if not this time, then it will be probably hurting us. There is a clear buying pressure in the premium. Spot is giving us some different story than the premium right now. Because the premium is showing us negativity right now, and the spot is showing that I am continuing towards the opposite. If I think clearly, then it has accumulated good chunk of buyers over this premium, and after that showing short of negativity. It would be the last point to wait. I think this time I should get the move. But concerning part here becomes is only 33 seconds left for the candle closing. If this candle closes also in green, right? Then also it will be a problem only because it has accumulated a sunk of sellers SL over the high. So I'll be placing to which one is falling again. Let me place it to 10 points. Let's see if I'm getting that or not. Okay, so I've got that successfully. But I was definitely waiting for 84 something. But even expiring session, so pretty much confusing only. So if you look at the contract note also, 104 is the charges. Pretty decent rate, but this should be avoided because of the low rates. But if you look at something that it has shown a good look, the high has not yet been got, and still it is showing the negativity. That is fair enough. I will be analyzing this as a crucial date because this is what my setup was also. Uh, but the setup formed late before after my entry. There shouldn't be any problem here. But only thing is, market is trying to remove those higher side sellers. Let's see. I will update you what can happen here. Definitely, waiting is a good option. But expiring, or you can say the VIX, is what made me fear about. So let's see. I will update you. So right now it has taken out the highs and broken the expected point also. So initially I was thinking about 84 or 85. Most probably it should be there. But if you look at the spot, it has not removed those random buyers still. So clearly I told you that market can do a buying side momentum. That's why I have gone for that buying side move. But one thing that I done is I have oversized myself. The reason that I have oversized because I was not expecting that much of move from the market. So that's why I oversized. And for which I do not have the control to hold for this much of target or 200 or something. And also I told you that there will be some sellers accumulation over this area. So to target them, market could do a buying side move, and this is what market is doing right now. If you look at the premium also, it has done a high of 83. So it's clearly, man, that sizing over is something that you should be avoiding. Otherwise, you will be feeling such bad right now. What I am feeling, there will be another spike because it has not yet breached 200, and once that happens, then there will be one further upside move. So fair enough, not an issue. We can't get everything, but I shouldn't be getting only 10 points from today's market. No doubt the profit is good amount, but if you look at the points, there's only 10 points. But the risk that I have taken against this trade was pretty decent enough because my average was somewhere close to 53 and risk was close to 10 points. So this is what the risk looks like. So against that, if I'm getting at least 1:2 also, then it will be very fine, but not an issue, man. We can कर सकते हैं, like I have entered somewhere some quantities here, some quantities here, but we can't do anything about it. No doubt we could be placing the stop loss in the system and should have waited, but that is something that you should be doing on non-expiry days. On expiry days, you should be very fearful about losing the profit, but because it takes a blink of eyes to see your profit wiping out. Like here, at 84, I would be very happy. At 83, I would be very happy, but right now it is at 74, 70. 10 points of profit lose out in close to a blink of eye. So the time that market takes to take your everything or take your profit in expiry days is very low. So you should be very conservative about the profit or running unrealized PnL. No doubt, if I would be facing the loss, I will be facing the loss of exactly same amount that I got right now. Slowly and steadily, market is removing those higher side sellers, but they will not get removed till the point that market does not touch the 200. So let's see, I will update you what happens in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So look at the move that market has shown in the put option because it has accumulated good buyers. Good means huge buyers around the downside. The move that is given by the premiums are crazy. From 40 to it has moved till 70, close to 80% of move in the premiums, and it will go furthermore. I would have planned the entry here. I have created the line when premium is right at this point, but I have got what I need from expiry, a typical expiry, a quick, sharp move into my direction. That is what I have got, and wanting more is something that we should be avoiding. But clearly, if you notice what I expected also, when market is doing such a kind of buying side move, after that, the resistance from 56 600 of Bank Nifty. Initially, it has taken resistance here, so might be accumulating some sellers over this area, and probably previous day sellers are also averaging out at this point. So for those two conditions, market has already done the buying side move just to remove them because it is reached close to 56 600. So the chances of them getting removed from the market is very high. And after that, it has shown the real move, which is the continuation towards the downside, as Bank Nifty 56 400 is something that should be broken because of market. Bank Nifty has done this kind of buying move in the last week, and in this week it has done some retracement, but the retracement is not sufficient enough to again continue a trend towards the opposite. So I am expecting a retracement, and everyone might be expecting that. So that's why there is a need of Bank Nifty and both the indexes to go towards the downside just to give a good retracement. So most probably 50 25,100 shouldn't be sustaining today. I am expecting this low to be broken out in the next few hours because on that case only market will give a good retracement because there will be some random buyers who will be sitting happily with their profits thinking that market will stay above 25,000, so why to worry about the just hold the profits. They will be thinking that. So market should to remove them, market should do the negative side of momentum or should break the day low, something very negative so that they could exit their positions, right? Let's see how they look. The premium that I showed you have reached somewhere close to 81, and also there is a high possibility of day low breakdown happening today. It is very near, so it will be most probable. But on day low breakdown, you will be noticing that premium has not increased that much because that is what happens in this thing, right? So it has reached till 87, 93. So clearly, the spikes are insane because it will be a short unwinding happening because the people who will be it will be called as long unwinding because the people who will be buying into the market thinking that it will sustain on the highs, they will be facing trouble. The position that we had earlier, let me explain you that. We have sold 25,200 and against that for a hedge purpose we have bought 25,200. Let me clear it too. 25,200 is the call option that we have sold, thinking that market will stay bearish or go downwards. 25, 25,000, I think 25,400 is the call option we have bought for the hedge purpose. In this, the realized PNL or the maximum profit that we could have is somewhere close to 4,000 something. And against that, we are becoming a pretty much right. But if you look really what happened in the few days is something that you should be learning as an option seller. Let me quickly share with you that in an early time frame. So first time when we entered into the market at this point, we have sitting in a good chunk of 2K profit, right? And when market opened in the next day, it has done this kind of move or 200 breakout to just show us negative PNL. When that happened, the negative PNL or the minus sign and the unrealized thing definitely will have threatened the option sellers. And again today also, when market opened, it has shown some sort of gap up. After that, showing a good bullishness. People who will be definitely trading out of their position will not wait for 200 to be broken out or any candle closing above 200. They might have exited in the FOMO itself कि इतना सारा profit देख लिया था फिर भी we have to take loss. So on that basis, market has removed it. If 200 breakout would have happened, the people would be booking their profits, right? So that is not something happened right now, and clearly it is removing the buyers over this area because as I told you, that 25,100 is very rarely sustaining at this point, so that's why it is happening right now. Also, it is not sustaining, and 25,100 has already been broken into the market. So further continuation of this will be expected, but on that basis we can't take any kind of trade because that is not something into the setup of us. Definitely, the previous lows of these and these lows could be broken, and also premium has shown some sort of positivity around the put options. Let's observe the market and be cautious about what is happening and why it is happening. Because as I told you, there will be random sellers sitting, and to remove them, market has done a continuous four candles of uh, of clear bullishness. Definitely, will be random buying here, thinking about 200 breakout. That is what something didn't happen right now. The premium has gone crazy. I was also thinking that this would be the best case scenario what is happening today. There will be buyers sitting over this whole zone which is in a color of blue. People would be definitely placing the stop losses there. They will be holding their positions happily. They will be happily trusting this low to be sustaining in the higher days. But if you look at the true nature of the price, it has tested the low for a close to 3 to 4 times. So the weakness is clearly there in the premium or in the spot. So on that weakness, we expecting market to go on a higher side will not be the case. That's why only I have sold 25 200 call option. But because of what I told you, market has removed us, but that is taken as a learning because max to max, if market goes against me also, then the put option will also increase. Then the call bot leg will also increase. So there will be no as such loss because of the spike happening into the position. I should be holding that, but this is something that is past. We can't be regretting and feeling guilty about it. We have taken the learning from the next time onwards. Whenever we do a spread kind of thing into the market, then that time I should be clear about if the selling side leg gives you loss also, then the buying leg will give you profit at that point. So you know don't need to be worried till the expiry or till the view to be got matched. That's what something I learned from yesterday's session. So let's wait, let's see that premiums will getting melt away or premiums are decreasing a little bit. So that's what we expect also. Continuation type of move is something that we shouldn't be expecting on expiry because of the decay it will definitely lose your premium. So let's see how this turns out to be.